Hey dudes and dudettes, some of you may be experiencing difficulty on the fight with Anders. This video is made to offer an easy to follow, general baseline direction on how to approach the fight with Anders. The guide is made for low geared characters, regardless of the build for the main character. The method is not the most effective, since this is a game driven by RNGesus. But I think everyone will find it easy to execute. I'll cover multiple variations of the same approach on how to kill Anders and get his Sword of Justice. I'll use the most basic of actions to emphasize the effectiveness of the method and hopefully teach you some combat tricks. If you have access to other actions in your party composition that deal more damage or are more accurate, I encourage you to use them instead and customize the steps to work for you. Help others know your effective strategy by commenting about it. Since this is an engagement that you'll generally access towards the middle to end of the game, I will make a few assumptions. You have someone in your party that can cast Minor Illusion. Shadowheart, Astarion, and Will have this as a starting cantrip. You're preferably level 4, although level 3 works as well. And you have access to 1d8 rage weapons if you're using physical attacks. The equipment details that I'm using will be in the description and in the pinned comment. Davai! For this fight, I'll be using Lae'zel to deal physical damage, Shadowheart to cast Minor Illusion, and Astarion to finish people off.
Darling, I thought you'd never ask.
So, you've talked about Anders and Karlach and decided to kill Anders because you don't like his face and want his sword for the Githyanki fight ahead. Here's how to approach. Always kill the ladder next to Anders so he doesn't try any shenanigans. Move with your main character and Astarion to the door of the building at the edge of the cliff. Place Lae'zel and Shadowheart at the edge of the building. Drop a candle from her inventory, make sure it's lit, and wait for the trader to walk through the door at the end of her patrol. It usually takes a while, so you might wait a minute. Once she has walked out, cast Minor Illusion by the edge of the cliff. Sometimes it bugs out and the spell doesn't work. Just try again. If the targeting and timing prove difficult, you can do it while in turn-based mode. If you are in turn-based mode, dip Lae'zel's sword in fire or use poison and skip the turn to let the trader walk to the illusion. Once she's there, sneak behind her and hit her with a basic attack or a pushing attack if you're level 4.
Yeah, baby!
But we will go with the scenario where you use a basic attack. Remember to use the hide bonus action while outside the vision cone in order to gain advantage and increase your attack hit chance. If you haven't killed her with the attack, she will turn around and announce to you that she's had enough of your shit. Use the character select feature to select your highest damage dealer, move to the roof, or simply stay on top of the stairs for advantage. Then use whatever attack you deem to be enough to kill her. In this case, it's sneak attack. The hit chances of the attacks are super high, so it will almost always land. But if you want a guaranteed hit, cast Bless with Shadowheart before the fight, but I don't think this is necessary. The fall damage is somewhere around 6 to 14 on average. I advise against trying to shove her off, because if she doesn't die, the combat with everyone will start. But if the RNG gods deem it that you miss all the attacks, the combat will start. Shove the traver down the hill, move all your characters on top of the building for advantage, destroy the second ladder, and start shooting people down. Note that she doesn't drop gold when you kill her, even though she has plenty, so you might want to sell all the items you don't need to her, so you can get the extra gold and your items back when you loot her body, or steal the gold before you kill her. With her out of the way, the numbers are stacked in your favor, and you can diverge to attacking from the roof and shoot until everyone falls. Or you can follow along the ground and eliminate one more dude before facing Anders. Lae'zel will be hostile to the paladins because she attacked the trader and she noticed you. So use the rest of your party to distract the fat dude outside the building while Lae'zel sneaks up. Use Shadowheart's Minor Illusion to lure him to the side of the house next to the rock. Once the fat dude reaches the illusion, hit him with an attack. He will face you and try to threaten you, but don't worry, use the character select to let Lae'zel slice him up. Even if you fail to hit him twice, the combat starts with the paladin surprised at your ingenious approach. Use the rest of your crew to finish off the fat dude and position yourself at the side of the building, preferably on the rock for advantage. Anders and his lackey will use dash actions to get to you, and you may start firing with advantage once they get past the stairs. This should finish them off with ease. There's a couple of ways to eliminate the third party member before engaging with Anders, but I'll only mention one, since I think it's the easiest to execute and gives you advantage. If everything went well with the fat dude and you succeeded to kill him while not engaging in combat, cast Minor Illusion to lure the lackey outside and eliminate her in a way that you prefer. Now you have a 4 versus 1 fight with Anders. At this point you shouldn't have any problems, but I advise you to lure him outside in the open space while your party is on the roof and shoot him down if you entered into combat while eliminating the last support. If you haven't entered combat, you can shoot Anders down from above the room that he is in. Now you have arguably the most powerful weapon currently in the game. The notable rewards are 200 XP from killing the paladins, 30 XP to Lae'zel from her soldier background, even though the UI says 50 experience, 60 experience for returning to Karlach to confirm Anders' crew's deaths, an acid vial, 2 bombs, 4 scrolls of Revivify, and the Sword of Justice, all which are useful for the Githyanki fight ahead. Thanks for watching, dudes. Hope you found this helpful and learned something. Have a beautiful day.